We are 1 week away from the November election, and both the presidential campaigns continue to push for votes here in Michigan. And that includes Donald Trump's running mate, Republican JD Vance, who rallied in Holland this afternoon. 13 on Your Side political reporter Josh Albertus is live now in Holland to tell us what he had to say.
Hey, Juliet. Yeah, as we've been hearing, very windy day here at parts of the day, but very representative of the kind of whirlwind we've seen in terms of campaigning in the last few months here in West Michigan. But this was likely one of the last, if not the last, pitch to West Michigan voters that we are going to see with just 1 week to go until Election Day. Senator JD Vance touching heavily today on the issues that have seemed to most buoy his ticket's message among voters in the polls, things like the economy and immigration. This also comes just a few days into, as we've mentioned, Michigan's first statewide early in-person voting period for a general election. More than 250,000 people choosing that option just over the weekend, according to the Secretary of State. And back in 2020, many in the GOP were skeptical of some early voting methods like mail-in and drop-box absentee voting, for example. And Democrats had seemed to have that advantage in early voting numbers in recent elections. But now, as we've seen signage and seemingly changing views among portions of this party about these ways of voting, we asked Senator Vance about his thoughts on them and his message to skeptical voters.
As President Trump has said, it is what it is. And you can't have one campaign trying to take advantage of every opportunity to vote, that being the Kamala Harris campaign. If that's going to happen, then the President Trump campaign has got to take advantage of every opportunity to vote too. And that's all that's happened, is I think that, you don't have to agree with the particular change, but you've got to accept the rules as they're actually set for the game.
So, Josh, what are Michigan Democrats' response to the visit?
Yeah, Juliet, we heard from one state legislator earlier today, one Democratic state lawmaker, who told us that she believes the Trump campaign is really honing in on a base, whereas Vice President Kamala Harris's campaign is focused on reaching out to all voters in her view. But of course, we'll have more on that response and more from what we heard from Senator Vance here earlier today coming up. You can expect that tonight at 11. For now, live in Holland, Josh Albertus, 13 on Your Side.